Good morning, Fleetwood. It is Friday, March 9th, 2023, day 5 in the 6-day cycle. Fleetwood Student Council is excited to announce some news about the Minithon. Let's see what they have to say.
Hi, Fleetwood Area High School. Today with you, my name is Andrew Hawes, and members of our student council, as well as myself, are going to do an overview of Four Diamonds and Minithon this year. So, what is Minithon? Minithon is an event styled after Penn State's Thon, which just recently happened. And there's a picture of Thon up on the right corner there. It works with Four Diamonds Fund, and we'll explain that a little to you of what that really means. The main goal is to raise money for pediatric cancer, which, once again, it's for the kids.
What is Four Diamonds? It was founded in 1972 by Charles Millard and his family after their son was diagnosed with pediatric cancer. It works in partnership with Penn State's Hershey's Hospital. All money goes to research or support, and it stays in Pennsylvania. It provides direct support for medical bills, gas and food vouchers, and housing near the hospital. Our Minithon will be taking place March 31st from 2:30 p.m. to 10:30 p.m. Our theme this year is Teaming Up to Beat Childhood Cancer, or Pause for a Cause, because we're partnering with OLI this year. Our goal is $5,000, and we are about halfway there. The registration fee is $25 at the door and $25 on your donor drive.
So the activities that we'll be having this year is a volleyball tournament. We'll be having video games in the library. We'll be having a DJ in the cafeteria. We're going to be having a glow dance at the end of the night. We're going to be doing our usual Zumba. There's going to be a variety of games in the hallways. There's going to be 3 bouncy houses that we had this year, including an obstacle course and a slide race. And there's going to be much more that's scheduled. So how we fundraise for Minithon is we have our half days, which we've done the volleyball tournament. We also have another video that explains how you can sign up for Donor Drive. The link is here. We've done canning, which is Kiss the Pig, and then we also have our Minithon night coming up March 31st from 2:30 to 10:30 p.m. And then in April, we will be having Mr. Fleetwood.
You can find us on Twitter, on Facebook, and Snapchat, and on Instagram at FAHS_Stuco.
Thanks for watching, and we hope you enjoyed our presentation on Minithon. Remember and save the date, March 31st, 2:30 to 10:30. Till next time, see you guys later.
Thanks. Now let's head over to Ben for today's sports.
Thank you, Riley. This week in local sports, our boys basketball team unfortunately lost to Berks Catholic last week in the district final. But this isn't the end of their season. They play tonight at 7, facing off against Cardinal O'Hara High School, who play out of Springfield. This is the first round of states games, so make sure you're there to cheer and support. Girls softball recently kicked off their season, and we talked to starting pitcher Caitlin Pitleski.
Our team's looking pretty good. We should be just as good as last year. We did lose a few players, but I think we'll still make playoffs.
The team made all 3 playoff brackets last year, but Katie believes they can go even deeper into those this year.
I think we should make states again, actually, and I think we should do better in counties and districts than we did last year and get a little farther in states, maybe.
After their 16-7 season last year, we asked what helped in obtaining the wins the most.
I think our biggest strength is our defense and how well we play together. Our defense really just holds us all together throughout the whole game, so even if we're not hitting well, we can hold them to only a couple runs, and we all just get along so well and play together really well.
To me, it looks like this could be an even better season than last year for the softball team. Their first game is March 30th, so be on the lookout for updates. The 76ers beat the Grizzlies 117-94 on Tuesday, giving them a record of 43-22 and keeping them in 3rd place. And that should just about wrap up this week in sports. Let's send it back over to the news desk.
Thanks, Ben. Next up is our weekly segments. Let's check in with Eli for This Week in History.
On March 6, 2012, a woman from Nebraska has sold a 3-year-old McNugget for a total of $8,100. The woman claimed that the nugget resembled George Washington and that she wanted to sell it to raise money to send her children to a summer camp. On March 8, 2008, President Bush has voted a bill that would explicitly prohibit the Central Intelligence Agency from using interrogation methods, including waterboarding. On March 9, 1974, Work on the 800-mile-long Alaskan oil pipeline connected oil fields in North Alaska to the seaport in Valdez is completed. On March 10, 1964, the first Ford Mustang is manufactured, ready for release. That's all for this week in history. I'm Elisha Dove, reporting from Tiger TV News.
Thanks, Eli. Now let's go to some random ramblings with Mr. Casolo.
All right, Cup of Destiny, here we go. We have iced tea and hot tea. I'm not even sure I would talk about that one. Iced tea always, in every sense of the word, iced tea would be most. I grew up in a family where my mom drank hot tea. My dad drank coffee. I drink no coffee, but I'm heavy on the iced tea. I really like sweet tea, I think, but I try to avoid that because, it's just excessively strong, but it is great. Hot tea, I'd have to be there'd be a lot of, I'm not even sure when I would drink hot tea, but it would be iced tea always, hot tea on a rare occasion, and never ever coffee. I know that wasn't part of the coffee part.
Thanks, Mr. Casolo. Now let's tune in to Culture Check with Ava.
Hello and welcome back to Culture Check. I'm your host, Ava, and today, in the first part of our two-part special on the Oscars, let's make some predictions. I spoke to people around the school about who they thought would win each award, so let's take a look at those clips, starting with Best Picture, for which the nominees are on screen for now. So let's look at the predictions.
Top Gun Maverick should win because it was like one of the best movies ever made.
Elvis, because Austin Butler was well casted and he was great in that movie.
I believe Elvis will win the Best Picture, and the reason I believe that is because the Best Actor, Austin Butler, did a wonderful job, and Elvis is precious to me because it was my dad's favorite who had passed away.
Now let's move on to the award for Best Actor, for which the nominees are on screen now. Now let's hear the predictions for this award.
Best Actor would be Austin Butler, who I do believe will be also, did excellent in Elvis.
Best Actor is going to be Brendan Fraser for The Whale. It's one of those roles that comes around like once every decade that everybody talks about where somebody's playing so far out of character that it just hits home. So, yeah, I'm going with Brendan Fraser.
Austin Butler, because he was well casted and he was in a bunch of Disney Channel shows and movies.
And finally, let's see the predictions for Best Actress, which the nominees are on screen for now. Let's see those predictions now.
Michelle Yeoh for Everything Everywhere All at Once because she plays so many different roles inside of one movie, and Oscar voters eat that crap up.
I believe it would be Kate Blanchett. From what I see, I was reading up on it. She was very wonderful in.
Michelle Yeoh, because I saw her in Crazy Rich Asians and she was really good in that.
And tune in next week for an overview of the Oscars as a whole and see if any of the predictions made here were correct. And with that, I'm Ava Crosley, and this has been your Weekly Culture Check.
Thanks, Ava. That's all we have for you today. Have an amazing Friday and have a great weekend.